All right. Damn it, where am I at? My dog is messing me up. Dolly, quit. Hey. Okay, yeah, what a way to begin. All right, counter punch boxing. I'm a little bit distracted by my dog. She's running around my feet right now and, really throwing me off my game. All right, YouTube challenge here. I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about. I have no idea. Typically, I have maybe like a little bit of a cheat sheet here, maybe a little note over there, maybe something I remember, whatever. But right now, I got nothing. But I want to talk about Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz, right? The rematch. Okay, click. Boom, right here. Okay, sources tell at the athlete, shout out whoever you are, Andy Ruiz Jr. isn't expected to sign off on the rematch in Saudi Arabia unless he's guaranteed a significantly higher purse than approximately $9 million. He's guaranteed to fight in it. Okay, basically, this is what I don't like. We're going to hop right into it. I don't like the fact that Andy Ruiz signed a contract, right? Now, remember, he was a late fill-in for Big Baby Miller, right? Big Baby Miller busted dirty with them PEDs, some Canelo tacos, right? Hanging with Canelo, got some PEDs, got busted, okay? And then, boom, Andy Ruiz is a fill-in, shocks the world. Now, I even said in my prediction video, I said, this could possibly maybe be like the biggest upset of the year. I did say that, but I had Anthony Joshua winning all day. I'm not gonna act like I predicted this shit because I didn't, but I did kind of mention that, it could be because the dude has quick hands, power, all that, you know what I mean? So he's a very, very, what do you call it? You look at him, I don't want to be politically incorrect. So you look at him and he doesn't look like your typical heavyweight boxer, right? But he's very, deceiving. Let's put it that way. And yeah, but when it happened, I wasn't incredibly shocked. I was a little bit shocked, but I was like, yeah, maybe, I kind of saw it coming. So anyway, look, he signed the contract. He agreed to, Eddie Hearn can pick the venue, the date, everything. All he has to do is show up and get paid, right? Your job, Andy Ruiz, is to show up and get paid. And I don't like that, and of course, advised by Al Heyman, he's using Al Heyman, using the victory, the belt, or whatever, as leverage to get more money. But, if I'm Eddie Hearn, I'd say, nah, dude, you don't want to fight him, then don't. You're going to lose your belt, right? Because, you're legally obligated, to fight this dude. And if you don't, there's going to be litigation. There's going to be lawsuits. You're going to lose your belt. You're going to have downtime. You're going to, you know what I mean? Whatever. So I think it's a really bad move and it looks greedy, I believe. I'm going to call it greedy because here's the thing you have to keep in mind. Andy Ruiz was given the opportunity of a lifetime. It's like boxing dreams come true, right? He got a shot at the heavyweight champ and he won. Okay, so now, to kind of go back and backpedal on his agreement that he signed the contract, I don't know, I think that's kind of shady, right? And it kind of like, I don't know, I became an Andy Ruiz fan, an even bigger fan than I already was, but now I don't like it. There's too many dirty politics in boxing. There's too much, BS that goes on, and it just kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I don't like it. I just wish, he would just do what he said he was going to do. You sign the contract, go to Saudi Arabia, wherever. And then, okay, you got Eddie Hearn, right? We're going to talk about a couple things. You got Eddie Hearn. He's over in Saudi Arabia, announcing the fight. But it's so weird. He's sitting there with some other guy on stage. And, he's talking about, what is it, like December 7th, I believe. Of course, 2019, Saudi Arabia. We're going to have this fight. But Anthony Joshua's not there. Ruiz isn't there. He's just talking. But listen to here, have a listen real quick.
Experience this event, experience Saudi Arabia, and also if you're watching at home, like I said, great news for UK fight fans. 9 p.m. start time on Sky Sports box office. This is going to be an incredible event, incredible experience, and both of us are going to be available to on.
Right there. I don't know if you could hear that or not. I don't know. I just played it on my phone. But like I said, he's sitting there on stage talking about the upcoming fight, but nobody is around, right? Typically when you have a press conference, you have the damn fighters there. So whatever, maybe I need to watch more of it, but the little 10-minute video I watched, it was just him and some other dude, so apparently Andy Ruiz, he's like, no, hell no, pay me more, or I want the fight in America, or wherever, I believe he wants it in Vegas from what I heard, or maybe back in New York, I don't quite know, but again, he agreed to the contract. He needs to be a man and live by it, stand by what he agreed to. Now, going back to fight night, look at Anthony Joshua right here. There was definitely something wrong with this dude. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, I thought he was like drugged. Look at that. Like, I don't know what, it was like, and there was a rumor that he took Valium or what the hell ever to calm him down. He was like nervous, fighting out of the UK, coming to America, and and he had been concussed, or had a concussion, I guess, from sparring. We heard all kinds of like rumors, which I don't like to spread, but I did hear that from a lot of creditable people. So maybe, could be, maybe he was injured, maybe he did take something to kind of calm down a little bit. I don't know, but I mean, I think there was something wrong with the guy, definitely. And of course, remember after the fight, Anthony Joshua's dad was like yelling at Eddie Hearns, and there was this big controversy, but it never really, I don't know, it never really amounted to anything, really, right? It just kind of fizzled out, and we forgot about it. But there's a lot of things that people aren't talking about, like Andy Ruiz being a replacement. What about Big Baby Miller? Do you think he could have done that to Anthony Joshua? In the rematch, I do believe, I mean, 100%, I believe Anthony Joshua is going to knock him out. I think he's going to just annihilate this dude. I mean, within 3 to maybe 6 rounds, somewhere in there, But there's a big but. That's if and only if Anthony Joshua, if his heart is into it, right? Because right now, again, it happens, right? I mean, look at Keith Thurman. It happens, like these fighters, they get paid, they get rich, they get wealthy, they lose that drive. I mean, that's why I appreciate and respect like a Manny Pacquiao. I mean, they still have that hunger and that drive, right? So, is it that? Is he, is it like Mike Tyson all over again? The dude's, I mean, crazy rich, and yeah, he just lost that drive. Or did he take him lightly? Was he on something? I mean, was it a combination of things? I don't know, but that's the what if factor, right? Because in the rematch, we don't know really which Anthony Joshua will show up. But if you go back and you look at his record, if you know anything about Anthony Joshua, I would think that he's going to come 100% ready to go, right? I mean, that's what I believe, and I think he's coming back for a vengeance. And you guys know I'm not a big Anthony Joshua fan. I even predicted that night would happen. Now I thought it would be Deontay Wilder. I believe Deontay Wilder would, land basically a lucky punch. I mean, Anthony Joshua was talking about no, he landed a lucky punch. He's not all that. He can't beat me. He got lucky, is what he said. He got hit on the side of the head, threw off the equilibrium, and it happens. It's boxing, right? But it won't happen again. I also think in the rematch, I mean, Anthony Joshua, he needs to just stay out of that pocket, right? I mean, he's the bigger, taller, longer fighter. Use your range, dude. Like boxing 101, right? Like, why get inside and hunch down? If you notice, like on fight night, he was like hunched down, hunched over, like to Andy's height. It was just crazy. Like, no, dude, like your arm is as long as that guy's body. Like, keep him off you with a jab, whatever. So, that's what I don't understand. It's a crazy thing, right? It was a crazy night of boxing. So, but I do think in a rematch, I do think he completely annihilates Andy Ruiz. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh no, it's not going to happen. And oh shit, my other phone. My phone started playing. It's not going to happen or whatever. But I truly, I'm almost 100% sure he's going to beat him. I'm going to look at the news headlines. Okay, right here. I pulled up Ruiz Joshua. Okay, rematch. Okay, Ruiz balks at fighting Joshua in Saudi Arabia. Well, sorry, Andy, but you signed the contract, dude. So be a man. Do what you said you were going to do. Andy Ruiz doesn't want rematch against Anthony Joshua to happen in Saudi Arabia. Now, why wouldn't he? Now, I heard the reason that Eddie Hearn, he wants it to be there is because they're going to get like some kind of like $10 million break. I forget what it is, like a tax break or some type of incentive to be there. And it's money. I mean, come on, he's a promoter, right? He wants to take it there for one, to continue making Anthony Joshua a global, icon, right? Whatever, a global brand, but also because he can save a ton of money. I'm talking, I think it was like $10-15 million by fighting there, different taxes, different, whole different, economic system there than here in America. So it makes sense. You come to America, you got to pay taxes. I mean, just to like rent these venues, I heard you got to put up like a $1 million, like get an insurance policy on them. And then you have to put up like a deposit. And it's a ton of money for these promoters to put on these big fights, especially, at the MGM Grand, all these, T-Mobile Arena, right? These huge venues, right? So, AT&T Stadium, that kind of thing. So, But yeah, that's probably all I'm going to talk about. Like I said, I am completely unprepared to make a video. I just wanted to talk about it. And the main thing I want you to walk away with is, yes, I'm very disappointed in Andy Ruiz. You know, I think they're trying to use that victory for money, and it's exactly what's wrong with boxing. It's like, dude, just shut the hell up. Honor the contract, you know, get in the ring, and let's get the rematch. Let's get it going. Like, you know, who cares? Who cares if it's wherever? It doesn't matter if it's on top of a mountain in Hawaii, like wherever, dude. Like, you agreed to that, you know. So that's my biggest issue right now. You know, is when you sign a contract, you should stick to it. So, all right, guys, there you go. And who do you have winning the rematch? I mean, tell me if you got Ruiz. Tell me, because look, there's a lot of people I talk to. They're like, no. It's going to be a repeat. It's going to be a repeat. Same thing's going to happen again. He's going to get caught. Blah, 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 which you might be right. But like I said, I don't know where Anthony Joshua's head is at right now. You know, I think, I mean, from what I can tell, like, you know, reading Twitter, YouTube, whatever, you know, he seems to have his head back into the game. And, you know, I think he's looking for revenge, you know. So anyway, guys, what do you think? Leave it below.